All right, question 5. What is the formal charge of the atom indicated below and the molecule below? And it is pointing at that carbon. Now, quickly, um, uh, I can see that it's involved with 4 bonds because I have a CH3, which means there's 3 CH bonds and 1 bond. So if I'm comfortable with seeing that, I actually automatically know that that particular carbon has a formal charge of 0 because all carbons with 4 bonds have a formal charge of 0. But if I need to expand that out, what you need to look at to figure out your formal charge is the structure around the atom in question. So I'm just expanding out the CH3, and the formula to figure out formal charge. We're going to look at our valence electrons, and since I'm dealing with carbon, my valence electrons are 4 because all carbons have 4 valence electrons. We're going to subtract the unshared electrons. Now those would be any that are like drawn like as dots, like the oxygen up here. I didn't do my dots very pretty, but there are 4 of those dots on that, so it would have 4 valence, or it would have 4 for that value. The carbon that we are dealing with has no dots on it, so there are no unshared electrons. And then we're just going to also subtract the number of bonds. And we have 4 bonds off that carbon, so it has a formal charge of 0. Now, just to do the rest, so we have practice, if I were looking at the carbon that's part of the carbonyl, I have 4 valence electrons because it is a carbon, and I'm still subtracting just the 4 bonds because I do count that double bond as 2 separate bonds. And then I could do a formal charge on the oxygen. Oxygens have 6 valence electrons. This one has the 4 dots for the unshared electrons and 2 bonds. So 6 minus 4 and 2 is also 0.